And anything that brings people into the town and makes it a more attractive place to live will obviously enhance our position in terms of the business world.
I think that's not only good news for the local people, but it's also good for those who are in charge of big operations, the council, and airport and transport services, who do really well as a result of big events like this, which will have a really important way of raising the status of the town itself.
It benefits the local economy, and people know Luton because of the Carnival. This is Europe's biggest one-day carnival, so it's something really to build on. We don't see that as the end, we see that as the beginning.
Luton has always been creative. Luton has not been recognised as being creative. Opportunities to encapsulate its identity around being creative are here. They're clear, they're viable.
We think having an international carnival arts centre here is going to be one of our defining features for the future. Put Luton on the map.
It's a real bricks and mortar project, literally. We are building the first national centre for carnival arts in the world.
The Carnival Arts Centre will provide a year-round focus. It'll be a huge hive of activity in the creative sector.
It will put Luton on the map, something that's recognised nationally and internationally.
You have a home for the creative arts, somewhere where you could go and study the history of Carnival, where it came from, and where it is going, where it is today.
To enable carnival artists to actually optimise the work that they're doing, it takes a lot of, not just vision, but it also takes a lot of resourcing and a lot of development. Now, one of the things that this centre will do is facilitate the development of carnival artists.
Well, I'm looking to start a record label of Carnival Arts that actually stepped in and said they would offer me funding so I can get this ball rolling.
They've equipped us with some knowledge and things that we need to consider, organised some briefing and workshops for us, and that's helped us to grow and develop and to get things a bit more organised and to sort of develop in a professional way.
I'm more business-minded about the whole music situation now. It's actually took it from a hobby into a business, and it's helped me progress as an artist and as an individual.
We recognise that a lot of the people in Carnival will probably be balancing this with their own day jobs, and we need to sort of respond to that much more flexibly, and I think that's the uniqueness that our centre is going to offer in terms of giving those people a leg up.
A lot of people who see themselves as carnival artists do not necessarily see themselves or their work as businesses. So it's enabling the field to move that step forward.
They're going to actually send me for business finance courses and help me put together a business plan so I can eventually get off the funding and start doing everything myself.
Just a little bit of support with the business plan, a little bit of support in knowing how to access finance, those sorts of things can make a tremendous difference to people.
They're helping with the financial side of how to the costs and stuff, how to work everything out with my own spreadsheets and stuff. So setting me up on my own to do it financially as well.
So that they can grow their skills, grow their own ability, grow their own competence, grow their understanding of what is necessary to be successful within the market and launch themselves within that.
They've made me realise I've got the confidence to do it on my own.
From the carnival groups and bands and the artists and the DJs and the promoters, these are the sort of people that we want to incubate and grow.
There's a lot of great people, great artists, musicians, MCs, producers that just need to step forward.
It's their success which actually helps position the overall success of the town and ultimately the centre, if you like, in a longer term. The parade is a very interesting opportunity for artists in all different aspects of the making process, and whether that's woodworkers, carpenters, metal workers, sheet benders, wire benders, all these sorts of people revolve around it. These are the really excellent skills that you can develop out of Carnival, and they're transferable. You can develop your skills further within those lines, or you can take it into the art form itself.
Yes, it's given us wonderful opportunities, really exciting opportunities. I mean, it's opened up a whole new world.
Some people have never held a pliers in their hand or, a saw or something like that. And that's what we're asking them to do. We're asking them to do things, step out of their comfort zone, do things that they've never done before. But once you've done it, you'll do it again without hesitation.
Things that I never envisaged that I'd be doing, I can do now, which is brilliant. And, I'm still learning as we go on.
It gives you an opportunity to create, use your hands, create something that you could sit back at the end of the day and watch it and say, I created this.
Quite a lot of the stuff that we do is with people who perhaps not done terribly well in the education system the first time round, but they find a new route back into education and back into the workplace through the Carnival Arts.
In terms of education, I think being involved in Carnival motivates a lot of young people and children in schools. So it can get them interested, keep them motivated to do other things in school. So I think it has that positive impact. Enterprise skills, getting people involved, it's about organisation, making commitment.
And I believe that these are all on-hand skills that will help them into various job roles, and that you see the leadership skills that some of them have, managing stuff, tasks and multitasking and all the rest of it.
There's key people within my particular youth group who are now able to carry out workshops with other schools, with other community groups and develop their skills.
Carnival is for everybody in Luton, and every community in Luton is represented through Carnival.
And because Carnival, by having the centre here, it becomes a focus of Luton, it will change the nature of the town itself, in that it will enable a lot more work around cohesion, a lot more work around the development of the diverse strands and themes culturally and therefore socio-economically within the town.
And it's nice now that everybody can get together, all different cultures, and actually do Carnival.
It's about colour, it's about fusion of different faiths and getting the diverse community together.
We've mixed Bhangra with hip-hop, and it's actually infused the cultures of Luton.
There was different workshops going on, like Bhangra dancing, and that's definitely I've never would have tried that before because it's not something I would have thought to go to.
To me, Carnival is it's a festival that crosses barriers, religious, ethnic, you name it. Everybody gets together.
I think generally inclusivity, diversity is something that towns have got to be more comfortable and proud with, and I think Carnival provides a meaningful way for people to see the importance of that diversity. It's not to sort of push it to the back, of your town. Actually bring it to the forefront, because that's what the big funders want to hear, and how that eventually tells a story about the town's success.
Luton's a changing and evolving place. I mean, no community stays still forever. And it's events like Carnival that engage with new communities. New communities see what's going on here, and then they want to get involved, and they're asking how to get involved and take part.
Luton's been through a number of developments, hats, cars. Now we're saying it should be Carnival. And in many ways, we think that that's what Luton should be branded as, the Carnival town.
We've got a national exemplar of something which is unique, something which is vibrant, something which will create positive change. It's a real opportunity for businesses.
The Carnival Arts is an international field with many dimensions. We're going to be right at the heart of it.
Having this centre here it works as an engine for a continuous development economically, socially, culturally, educationally, and that's the thing that I think people are now beginning to wake up to.